Maybe all the 21 Jump Street I watched before I went to kindergarten really fucked me up, guys. Maybe that's what happened. All right. So, anyways, so I'm what you call it? I'm so I go in there and I'm like, oh, I'll come lay on the bed with you, and it's dark in the room, and I got like kind of a cushiony bed, right? So I go to sit down on the bed, and I got that cup of coffee in my hand because I'm not going to bed yet. I'm still trying to stay awake and drink my coffee, and I'm trying to get back and do this. I think now this was the second time. This was the second time that because I went out there first, like, let me get back to sleep, and I hung out there with him for a second. Then I ran back in here, like, sorry guys, blah, 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 blah. I'm sure everyone really cared about what was going on. Anyway, so I'm out there with a cup of coffee. The second time, like, here I come. I'm just gonna come chill with you. Turn everything off. And then I run in there. I sit down on this cushiony bed, and I sit on the very corner, which I didn't expect. And the corner bounced me back up. And when it bounced back up, it kicked me off the bed, and that full cup of coffee. And it wasn't warm. Luckily, it wasn't hot, but it was warm. So if I was cold, I was gonna be taken care of. But this poor Padawan braid back here just got doused with coffee. Luckily, it was just a starter braid, so I'm gonna wash it all out and take it down and do all that good shit. But yeah, so that's the best part of waking up is really fucking up. Best part of waking up is really fucking up. What was I speaking about? Oh, I was speaking about Bel Air and how dramatic Bel Air is. Fucking dramatic, right? I think it's overly dramatic. Uh, like, cannot like, cause can like, why can't it just be the drama between all you got four kids there? It could be all that fucking drama, and I really like how they're playing Ashley so far. Like it seems like they're showing how a kid would really deal with being gay, and how some like she would be able to go to her sister and like she could trust. Like she told her sister with really no problems, and I really enjoyed that. I like how it's kind of a step forward. I really like how it took a step forward. And I'm gonna mash all this up together. If you missed the first live, because I was so jam packed with lots of live content. And sorry if you pop up and I don't say hi to you and I don't respond to you. This is really about what I'm saying at the moment. I'm trying to get all my shit out here, and you know that I love you. So if you like it, you could just tap that fucking screen or the like button or something. Like I mean, I'm trying here. Anyway, so I'm gonna continue. I like what they're doing with Bel Air. I don't like the Lisa Carlton Will triangle. It's like, and then like Will acts like he cares for the dude and is making out with the girl that he's pining for at the end of the show. Like, what the fuck, bro? And did Carlton see that? What's the guy do to fucking Carlton if he saw Lisa and Will? Like, that's gonna push him over the fucking edge, you know? And I mean, and the fucking, and I get the drug issue, but it's like they're jam packing it. Like they can't just have beef about a lady. They gotta have beef about drugs as well. Pick one or the other. Pick a fucking lane. You could have the beef about the lady or the beef about the drugs. You could have Will's fucking worry about getting getting killed by the drug dealer dude. You could now he's got stuff with back home in Philly. It's just like, oh my gosh. And then Viv and this new guy that just came walking into fucking and Uncle Phil. Like Uncle Phil and Jeffrey the type to kill a motherfucker. Put him 6 feet deep. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand the words I am saying? I know you do. I know you get it. But I just wish they would calm down with the drama. I get that it's no longer a comedy, but it does have some comedic elements sometimes. I have found myself snickering every once in a while, but just like they got to jam and I guess and I say shit that I realize it, and they don't know how many. I don't know how many seasons they got picked up for. I literally did no research on this at all. I probably should have, but you know my motto: no apologies, no Vaseline. You get what you get. But I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it. And this Pam and let's move on. Let's move on to my third show that I've been watching is Pam and Tommy. Can I just say the penis talking to you was fuck. We're talking to Tommy was weird, and I guess they're both wearing prosthetic penis and boobs. And is this show on regular FX? Is this on? Is this on regular FX or FXX? Is that like that's not pay channel, right? But they're like boobs and like penis on TV, regular cable, right? Like basic cable. Am I wrong? Because I just watch all this shit on Hulu. I don't know. But and I didn't even know that was fucking Winter Soldier for like 2 episodes. I was trying to figure out who was playing Pam and Tommy Lee, and I didn't really like get up there and like study the faces. Who's that? Who's that? Is that the Winter Soldier? Because they had him. He looked kind of different. I mean, the whole thing, and he kept walking around in that fucking. That might have been why I didn't know who the fuck it was at first, because he you didn't see him outside that fucking thong, and it's just like, bro, that's that's a bit much, my dude. That's a bit much. Not in the fact like coming out. I would literally, if I was out there working, I'm like, yo, dude, can you like? I get we're in your house, man, but do I need to see your butt cheeks while we're speaking? Isn't that a bit inappropriate? Do your butt cheeks need to be visible while we're speaking here, Tommy? And this dumb dude getting fucked over on this tape, and he just makes so many mistakes, and it's just like, you fucking idiot. And the fact that he didn't like, you didn't tell your ex-wife because you knew your ex-wife was gonna be fucking upset about it, right? That's why you didn't. You lied. That's why you lied. And then you're surprised when she's kicking you the fuck out, and everyone was trying to kill you, and your fucking business partner went to the diamond capital of the world, Amsterdam. I don't know shit about fucking diamonds, but I know Amsterdam ain't the fucking diamond capital of the world. I know that for sure. For sure. For sure. Uh, but I'm excited to see, and it just makes. I didn't think about how it affected, and nobody did. Nobody gave two fucks how it affected Pamela. And I'm not indicting anybody else. This is my personal, like me watching the show and be like, fuck, how did I contribute to her? Like, not contribute, but just when you think back to shit, you're like, damn, watching that fucking porn, like you thought she was having fun. And she was just talked into some crazy shit, like just someone she loved. Nobody was supposed to see it. It wasn't a thing. And just the questions those dudes were asking, and the fact that she used Playboy to like start her career, they just fucking killed her with that shit. And it's like, guys, give homegirl a break. Like these people are fucking dicks. And when fucking Tommy was telling her it's gonna be all right, we're gonna fix it, we're gonna do it, I'm like, no, you're not. No, and I guess they lost because they never had. Did they have kids? Pam and Tommy. I probably should have done some type of research. But just you just knew that they weren't gonna work out, and oh gosh, being Pamela's child and knowing that stuff's out there, oh and it's not. I'm not trying to like put. I'm just saying me personally. If I, if my son, like my kids are gonna see my dumb shit on fucking TikTok and YouTube, and like so and I don't really, I don't censor myself, so barely. I'm not showing any boobies or anything, you know. But I'm just saying, like if my kids saw me doing stuff like that, it would. I'm super fucking awkward. Like I couldn't look them in the eye and be like, "Yeah, again, we're gonna need to take 6 months off or something, guys." But it's a good show. I like what they're doing. I like the entire series. And fucking Seth Rogen, he was really good. Imagine it. Do you think James Franco would have played that part if he hadn't been fucking canceled? I know you're not supposed to bring him up, but I'm just saying, he would have been a good Tommy Lee. He could have been sitting there talking to his penis. Just saying. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Let's see what else was on the agenda. What else we had going? Oh, did you hear about the Black Panther director getting arrested? I talked about it on Waffling Out the other night, but I want to make sure people heard. He didn't get arrested. He got detained for a moment. Here's the story. He was going into the bank, and it's COVID, and he's in Atlanta because that's where they're shooting Black Panther 2. Atlanta. So you think they'd be used to bigger stars being around there, because of all the shows that got shot in Atlanta lately and all the celebrities that live in and around Atlanta. So he's going to a bank that he doesn't usually go to, and he needs to get out some big amounts of money. And he's wearing a mask because of COVID times, and he's hiding himself because he is Ryan Coogler, semi-famous director, semi-famous black director in Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. He could get recognized. Creed, Black Panther. I mean, fuck, dude. What was that? 13 Shots. What was the movie with that starred fucking Michael B. Jordan? I forget the name, but it was really good. Fucking document, not documentary, but true story. Like fucking good. Anyways, he was in the bank and he's asking for large amounts of money, and he it's COVID time. I don't know why he handed him a note. That might have been the dumb factor. But he handed him a note that said how much money you wanted. My name is not just how much money you wanted. My name is Ryan Coogler. Here's my account and all my information. This is how much money I need. Could you please hand me the money? But he included the account and all the good stuff and everything he needed to, because guess what? This wasn't his first rodeo. A manager and an employee saw this, told the manager told the police, and Ryan Coogler was detained while he was explaining this shit. Could you imagine? Like, y'all didn't recognize him? Y'all didn't. And like, do you think? And is that how bad? And is that how fucking? Like, could he even like get it out or tell anyone? Like, hey, I'm Ryan Coogler. Hey, y'all mind? Or was he just like, let me just be quiet, take him to the car. Once he gets safely in the car, then I'll tell these people. And when they start asking my name and shit, Ryan Coogler, blah blah blah. When it starts popping up in there, and I'm like, could you imagine when the officer in the car, beep pop beep boop. What's your name? Oh, beep pop boop boop boop. Ryan. Okay, cool. Last name? Beep pop boop pop boop. Google it. All right, let's go. Look up. Hey, come here, bro. Yeah. Uh, you you recognize that dude? Is that who the fuck I think it is, man? I told you we shouldn't be fucking TikTok dancing. I told you, man. This is Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther, man. Fucking Creed 2. Did he direct Creed 2? I don't know that. I'm not for sure. Again, I didn't do any fucking research. Beep pop. Mr. Coogler. Beep pop boop pop. Did we did did we make a mistake, Mr. Coogler? Beep pop boop pop. Yeah, I would say so, sir. I would fucking say so. Definitely made a mistake today, guys. Go ahead, let me out the car, and let's hope this doesn't get picked up by TMZ. Because you think it's going to look bad for me? No, because ultimately, I was just banking while black. You made a dumbass mistake today, guys. Yeah, less time TikToking, more time fucking rock. I was about to say rocking the guns like I was Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, but I did not. I did not say that. I did not say that. I promise. All right. So this is what I was going to talk about on Nerding Out, but my boy, motherfucker Jones, couldn't come through, and I couldn't get a co-host. So we're just doing it all in one, except for Waffling Out. Waffling Out is always on Wednesdays, and TikTok got to see us live this Wednesday for the first time in a long time. But also, we were on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We were everywhere last Wednesday. This one, yeah, the Wednesday that just passed, just like 2 days ago. 2 days ago, man. All right, so let's see. All right, so I was gonna talk about, and I've talked about this before. I think this is what they're gonna do with it. I think this is what's gonna happen since we're talking about Black Panther 2 and the director of Black Panther 2. I think they're gonna give the mantle to M'Baku, and I'm excited for that. I think he's gonna make a great fucking Black Panther. I think it takes the character exactly where it wants to go, and it stays in comic book form. And I just don't. And it's not like a woman couldn't be Black Panther. Any woman, I just don't think Shuri was the right woman. Shuri came off. Yes, she could be a badass when she wants to, but she's a nerd. She wants to be making suits, doing this. What are those? She's a funny nerd. She doesn't want to be out there cracking skulls. Like the way I envision it, and this could be a spoiler. Spoiler alert. If I'm right, you all owe me a big smile and a like and a follow. If I'm right, I'm probably right. I'm just saying. I'm thinking Shuri's gonna get the mantle of Black Panther after after whatever they do with the original Black with T'Challa's death, because Chadwick Boseman can't be that anymore, and they're gonna get it out of there. So I think she's gonna go take on the suit, crack some fucking heads, but then she's gonna give it to M'Baku, and be like, "No, I need to win it from you." She'd be like, "Or you can be the Black Panther. You're gonna be." Oh, let's see. What's up, Josh? Oh shit, I gotta take my mic out. I can't hear you. I always forget this shit. What's up, man?
Hey man, I'm sorry. I have not been trying to play you off. Honestly, I have not.
You're good, man. You're good. No apologies, no Vaseline. That's at least the mottos of my show, so you know.
Hey, wait. We should just do a show right now.
Let's do it. I'm in the middle of one right now.
All right. Hey.
Well, welcome to the show. We're just talking.
What's the topic? What's going on?
Oh, I'm just talking about redoing my. I was talking redoing my nerd and out shit. Basically, I was talking about how I think because in the Black Panther, did you hear that the director of Black Panther 2 got detained for bank robbery?
Well, first of all, who's playing Black Panther for the second movie?
Well, I heard that they're gonna give it to the dude in M'Baku, the guy that was like the Monkey King or whatever. I think Shuri's gonna take it. Like they're gonna give it to her because she's a nerd. She doesn't want to be out there fucking fighting crime and doing all that shit. But I think she's gonna take it, crack some heads, take up for her brother. But then she's gonna give it to that dude in Baku because she just wants to be a nerd making those "what are those" type shit, you know. And they said, and like when they showed a picture, I watched some YouTube thing and like that's a broad ass. Like they did all kinds of in-depth shit way better than I could ever do.
You're also gonna think the plant that made them superhuman, the crop was all damaged.
Yep.
Okay, so hear me out on that. Was there one plant that survived? That's the only way it's going to work.
I don't remember. And again, I don't do any research like I probably should have, but I haven't heard anybody talk about it. And I remember it did get fucked up, but I think they did have a reserve because remember because T'Challa got his powers back. I don't know, and they grow more? Can't they they can figure it out?
No, he never lost his powers.
Oh yeah. I should probably watch that movie again. I haven't watched that movie in so fucking long.
He lost, and his cousin took over, and then his cousin forced them to burn all the crops.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So was there one crop that survived? Because that's the only way it's going to work, unless Tony Stark comes in.
He's dead.
Finds the formula that his dad used to make the super soldier, which is Captain America. I mean, is there a collaboration there? And guess what? Tony Stark's not there no more because Tony Stark died.
Yeah, so, but again, we're talking about the multiverse, and that's the fucking thing. It when I actually talk about it, hurts my fucking head, dude. Really and truly hurts my head. Oh, dude, did you see my Padawan braid I got going?
I know. Look at that. Look at you, Padawan.
I'm gonna be a Jedi someday. You should have heard the woman laughing when she was, and I just went to go get my head shaved, and I wanted to get it shaved by a person that understood braids, just so I could get it ready because I was like, it's got to grow more. She's like, I think I could braid it right now. I was like, do whatever you want to do back there if you want to. But she literally like within 3 times she had to braid it up back there, and it looks like shit at the moment. But I was like, it's a start. Thank you, I appreciate it.
They're gonna call you Obi Graybeard.
Exactly. I'm gonna be 60 years old dying, and I'm gonna let my daughter cut off my fucking my son can have my Padawan braid when I pass away. So sad. Anyways, my bad, dude. But yeah, dude, you just blew my mind with all that shit. I didn't even think about. There's so many things, man. There's so many things that could happen. It literally hurts my head when I think about all the ways they could take it, and and now the multiverse. It's gonna blow it out the water in the multiverse.
Well, look, if they're going to do something in the multiverse, because they're going to have to, because it's going to have to push into a new Black Panther, because of all, with Chadwick dying, it's going to have to be with Doctor Strange. If there's going to be a multiverse, it's going to have to deal with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange second movie. If there's going to be a multiverse for that to work out.
There is definitely a multiverse. I mean, there's.
I know, because they have the whole what if on Disney Plus. And, T'Challa he became Star-Lord and all that.
No, I'm saying I mean, just dude, the fucking breakdown of YouTube and shit that they do now, and fucking, I mean, they broke it down to where it's they know that Professor X is gonna be in the Illuminati, and that it's gonna be Patrick Stewart.
That's hilarious, Eric. Welcome, buddy.
And then they know that whatchamacallit, they know that Tom Cruise is playing Iron Man without the face, because it's Ultimate Iron Man. And the whole thing was he didn't want to play. He only wanted to play Iron Man if his face wasn't covered the entire time. And then they're gonna do a Black Panther, and they're talking about maybe it's Wesley Snipes, because he always wanted to play Black Panther, but he wanted to play the old school Black Panther. So they're talking about that. There's got to be.
I like that idea.
I love that idea. They're talking about Mr. Fantastic from those movies, from the Fox movies, and then they're talking about some that the Mordor, he's gonna be that Mordor, wherever they show him, that's a multiverse one, and that's gonna be their Doctor Strange for that Illuminati or whatever. I don't know. They're also kicking around Wolverine showing up in that same scene. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
There's a lot of what ifs.
Oh yeah, exactly, man. That's what I'm saying. When I actually like, who knows what the fuck they're gonna do? Did you go see Batman?
Not yet.
I went and saw it, dude. It's fucking amazing. Some people don't like it, but it's pretty good. It's the start of something else. Twilight's okay in it.
Well, I love how they use the Riddler and turn the Riddler into a Zodiac.
Oh, he's a straight up Michael Myers creepy fuck, dude. I posted like the first 20 minutes live on my TikTok, and I cut it up. Dude, the first time you see him, all you see is his eyes in the darkness. Is a straight up Michael Myers Halloween #1. The first time you see that dude.
But I mean, all the trailers and everything, it's all like he's got like a hood type. He's got like a knapsack type mask. So it goes straight into Zodiac Kill.
Yeah. My poor aunt didn't even. She thought the Penguin was the only supervillain that showed up, and I was like, the Riddler was the one in the black Zodiac type mask, Aunt Linder. Because she's like, I took her with me just because she likes going to see movies and shit. But because they weren't wearing their little hats and shit, she didn't understand that was him.
So the Penguin's in this movie too.
Yeah, and he's actually and he's not even a real bad guy yet. He's just a club owner. But when the end of this movie comes, he realizes, oh shit, I could be the next one. Like, it kind of all brings together. And I'm hoping they.
So that means it sets it up for the next movie for the Penguin to be the villain for the next movie.
Yeah, or hopefully they take a movie off. I'd like to see some actual planning come into. Like, they don't have to fucking hit the money shot ASAP. Like, DC has a problem wanting to get that money shot off. And so
that's
It is.
It is. You know, like I'm not gonna lie, Marvel set the bar.
Oh, they didn't. If they could have taken their time with the whole, because and maybe I'm just maybe I got rose-colored glasses for Batman or Batman colored glasses just because I'm a huge fan of that character. But I like Batfleck. I like the only one I didn't really like is Christian Bale. I mean, it was okay, but it was just I didn't really enjoy him. But Batfleck was fucking dope. I enjoyed those. I kind of, but they just kept pushing it too fucking fast. Like, take a break, plan it out, guys.
With the whole Christian Bale though, that was the best Joker of all with Heath Ledger.
Well, and that's the thing, man. If like, because they keep trying to retcon and do this and do that, why can't every fucking movie be like a different iteration of Batman? Like Christian Bale, that's Batman Year One. Granted, it's you like it, you don't like it, but those at least the first two movies are Batman Year One.
Yeah.
The third movie went off the fucking rails, and that's what comic books do. We keep what we like, we get rid of what we don't like. I don't get like the WB owns a comic book company. You should understand this shit. And you've been in business for how many fucking years? You can't just put out a good movie and wait. And as much as I love Batman, let's start like they started with something less known than Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Maybe start with the Teen Titans or some other lesser known.
Titans, that's what they've been doing with HBO Max bought out.
I know.
Like the whole DC verse, when they had the streaming and everything, it's all gone.
Yeah.
So, like Doom Patrol, and Harley Quinn and Teen Titans, they all got bought out by HBO.
I know I was over. But what I mean is like start with something lesser, like in movie form. Like do a really good start with like Teen Titans in the '70s and just kind of like Robin's been with Batman. You know, they've all kind of just you act like everyone knows about it. You know, you just put it out there, just put it in.
I'm not caught up on the Teen Titans on the HBO Max.
Like it's not a great show. You don't have to kill yourself with it.
I started in with a couple episodes in the second season, but I know Red Hood comes in. I know that Dick becomes Nightwing at the end of season 2. But Todd, he's fucking Red Hood, so that means he's got to die. But that means they got to show the Joker because that's the only time that Todd dies.
Okay. There's no reason for you to watch this shitty show. Let me just go ahead and just kill it for you real quick. You can go and watch it and do all you want, but they tease the Joker, but it's not for real. They tease the Joker. The Scarecrow gets homeboy hooked on that Scarecrow venom, and Jason Todd doesn't really die. He just decides to go crazy because Batman's an old dick or something. And then by the 4th season, they've already introduced the next Robin, Tim Drake. He's not become Robin yet, but they've already introduced, like, guys, what the fuck are y'all fucking doing, guys? We've introduced 3 fucking Robins. We've got the Red Hood. We've got new Nightwing coming, and they never even did it correct the whole way around. In this last season, Raven was barely involved because she's in fucking she's.
And Jason Todd doesn't go crazy from the Scarecrow venom. Jason Todd dies by the Joker's hand. He gets blown up. Batman takes him, and then he goes to the Lazarus pit. He goes to
they did put that's right. He did go to the Lazarus pit, but there's a leftover Lazarus pit from Ra's al Ghul being in Arkham Asylum. Stupid shit.
No.
Stupid shit.
Todd goes to Ra's al Ghul's fucking hideout where the original Lazarus pit is, and then they dip him in. And Batman had no idea. Or no, Batman, yeah, he does. Because Batman was trying to bring him back. And then that's how Batman had his son
Yeah.
And because he hooked up with Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
Yeah. It's and they're just that and they have and have you kept up with the Peacekeeper show at all?
A little bit.
All right. Well, I don't. Well, just in the final scene of that movie, I'm sure you hear there's a cameo from the Justice League, and there's no shadow figure of Batman or Cyborg, so everyone's all up in arms. But like they don't and they don't really know they don't know what's happening with Batman yet. They didn't want to show a Batman because we don't know what's going on with all this other shit, and then they're having beef with Cyborg because Ray Fisher was called real shitty by that. What's that director of Buffy? That motherfucker. He did the Justice League for Zack Snyder. He was a real dick. No, the guy after Zack Snyder, the guy that took over for Zack Snyder. He did the Avengers. He did Josh Whedon. That's who took over. Joss Whedon was a real dick to Ray Fisher and just about because everybody was friendly with Zack Snyder. So all the
which cyborg did they use? Cyborg from the Justice League movie or Cyborg from Teen Titans?
They don't know what they're gonna do, and that's the whole thing. Like Cyborg was a fucking he was Cyborg was he.
Hey, look, I'm wearing my Flash shirt and I got my Joker hat on.
See, you're good to go. You're good to go. You're ready. I'm always repping Batman, bitch. No matter what I'm wearing, I've always got Batman on my chest. You see what my son finally realized that's Batman. Like, yeah, I know, bro. Thank you. I appreciate now that you know. But everything's up in arms, and and DC's always got to play from behind the 8 ball. Just get Cyborg starts as a Teen Titan, and then move him to the Justice League. That's fine. But he starts out as a Teen Titan. They've just
absolutely,
and they made the Titans the Titans. They're not teens when they first start. They're Titans. That's not how the group starts. They start as Teen Titans. That was my favorite comic when I was a kid because Robin was cussing, Cyborg saying some shit. There's fucking it was just all about. It was like my shit. I was like, holy shit. Robin saying hell and damn, hell yeah, let's do this. Let's go see you kick some ass, Robin. So I mean, I just feel like WB can. And maybe the best thing for him is that it gets completely sold off and it starts something new, and maybe somebody can hit this shit with some actual whatever the hell. I mean, I don't know. They've killed off.
It's sad to say that WB's done a better job than the actual film makers and HBO has on these.
Well, yeah, and I don't. I mean, I don't agree. I don't think WB has done a good job at all. I mean, WB's been in control of DC since I've been alive, man. They've been in control. They did the first Batman movie, and they let the second Batman movie go. They let that second atrocious Batman Returns, which is good, but it's a Tim Burton movie. That's not a Batman movie. That's the
Tim Burton was my bread and butter. I mean, I think Tim Burton did a great job.
No, he did a great job, but that second Batman movie isn't a Batman flick. It's fucking Edward Scissorhands in a bat suit.
Well, with the Flash movie that's coming out or whatever they're doing, Michael Keaton is doing a cameo as Batman in the multiverse.
Oh, he's gonna be in it. They got him signed up for Batgirl. He might take over as Batman, but take over kind of like the old man Bruce Wayne, like Batman Beyond thing.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea though.
It's not a bad idea, but it's like fuck. Let's just who knows what else they're gonna fucking do with it now.
So is he coming in the Batwoman? Is that what's happening?
No, they're supposedly Batgirl. They're doing an HBO Max series on Batgirl, and Michael Keaton's gonna play Batman in it, and he's gonna be like the old man Bruce Wayne type. And the fucking Batgirl costume looks like Batman 66. It looks kind of like skin tight and like dope. Like at least to me, that's how I was like first introduced to Batman, was that TV show on like channel 39 in my grandmother's house.
Batgirl Batgirl, he wasn't an old man whenever Batgirl came in. Batgirl was there whenever he was just past his prime.
Josh, I'm not for sure if you notice this. They don't give a shit about they that's what I'm saying. They're taking it. They're not following unfortunately, Marvel understands it a little bit more, but they don't get it that with the comics, there's this whole thing called like a script and storyline. That shit's already done in a comic book. I mean, you can literally just take your 3 favorite comic books, cut that motherfucker up, and paste it up, and there's your movie.
Yeah, but Stan Lee had a lot to do with all that, with everything on Marvel. Stan Lee made sure it was done right.
I don't. I think it's that dude. I think that's Kevin Feige. I think he has a real love, and maybe he conferred with Stan Lee. But that dude Stan Lee was just happy to be making cameos and getting a little change. You know, I'm not saying he's not a genius. I just don't think he had too much to do with this. He was conferred with, and Kevin Feige was like, "Hey, Stan, what do you think about this? What do you think about that?" But that dude, Kevin Feige, is a beast. He's a bald headed beast, not like you hairy motherfuckers.
Well, the one thing they did wrong in Black Widow was what was the villain? She was half cyborg, whatever.
Oh, she was another amalgamated character. She was like 3 or 4 characters. I forget the character's name, but she was a character that was made up of 3 or 4 other characters. I forget all their fucking names.
No, she was the character it was supposed to be, but was actually a male.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Something master.
Oh, Game Master or
Master.
I forget. I didn't look that shit. But Black Widow's biggest problem was that it came out like 3 years too late.
Right, exactly. No, that year we had this discussion at work. Yeah. They were way behind on a prequel for her.
Yeah. If they would have, if they just, we didn't know that she died. They could have just, that prequel could have came out in between the 2 Avengers films, and everybody would have fucking loved it. But people decided not to do that shit, and they did the wrong fucking thing over and over again. I enjoyed the Black Widow movie because I watched it at the crib. Like, why the fuck not? Same thing with the Eternals. Like, there's no way I would have watched that movie. Would have sucked ass if I would have paid for it at the movie theater. But watching it at the house was great.
Well, I mean, they're setting it up for a second movie.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, they're setting it up, but I think I'm hoping it goes to more of a Disney Plus like movie that I can just pay for. I don't think I'll go unless it's the Eternals just isn't that big of a franchise yet, and I don't think that Eternals movie it wasn't a Guardians of the Galaxy launching board like that movie was.
A lot of people didn't even know who the fuck the Eternals were.
No, but I mean, a lot of people didn't know who the Guardians of the Galaxy were, but James Gunn handled that shit right and sent it the fuck out there and did right by it.
Well, one of my favorite lines in the Eternals is, "Why didn't you guys do anything to stop all these wars?" And the answer was, "We were instructed not to interfere with the development of the human race."
Right. Yeah, I mean, it does. And you knew they were gonna. I think I already knew that before because I think wasn't that a decree in the Eternal books?
Yeah. Well, there's the other line. One of the other lines is, why didn't you step in with Thanos?
Right.
Why didn't you help the Avengers?
Because he wasn't a full on. Wasn't he half deviant, half Eternal?
It doesn't matter. You're sitting there. He's taking away half of the. This is a whole galaxy thing. So yeah. You Eternals come from a different planet, from in a different galaxy. You should interfere.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's the whole thing. He's from outer space. He's from a different galaxy. He's coming in and snapped his fingers, and half of them are gone.
But I mean, it's just like, Captain Marvel. Like she could have ended, that old Thanos thing very fucking quickly. But she's like, well, I got a whole universe. But and maybe the Eternals were just so used to sitting. I don't know. And again, kind of hurts my head when I think about it. But it's just you got to kind of turn your brain off when it comes to comic books and comic book movies. You just have to fucking sit there and be like, oh, okay, I guess so. I get it. Like it's not gonna be a like how did Spider Man not even was the
You bring those movies out, and then people are like, oh, I gotta read the comics, and then they're gonna read the comics, and be like, the movies were fucking terrible.
Yeah. See, I only know Eternals like from what I heard about them and just knowing shit that kind of comes into my other comics and shit back in the day.
I didn't know anything about them until the movie came out.
Right. So I mean, but in the end, watching it at the house, I was like, oh shit, that was pretty damn good. I enjoyed that.
But just like the series Marvel did with the one that had the big ass dog, and the one dude couldn't talk. If he talked, he would explode everything.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I talked about it a couple times, but yeah, Black Bolt. He's gonna be in the. They're talking about bringing that character back in Doctor Strange.
I mean, it was from what I watched in the series. I mean, it was good, but like I really didn't know about them until that series came about.
Yeah. And I want
the Essentials.
No, I want to keep. It's not the Eternals because I keep wanting to say the Eternals. It's now it's gonna kill. I could just look it up. I got it. You got it.
I swear it starts with a P.
Inhumans, the Inhumans, motherfucker, Inhumans. Yeah. And I did not look that up. It clicked in my head finally when you said. I swear it starts with a P. No, Inhumans. Yeah, but they're talking about Black Bolt because he's in the Illuminati in the Marvel verse.
Well, on the dog's head, it has that symbol like that on top of his
head. Yeah, but they're saying that's
a fucking huge ass British bulldog.
It was. I mean, the Inhumans was actually. It's a really good story. Black Bolt is a fucking character, and he's a world ender type of character because all he has to do is open that mouth, and he'll just disintegrate some shit. Like that's why he doesn't talk. He does sign language.
The king. He was a king. He was betrayed.
Yeah. So I mean, and they're saying that he's elite, and I love that actor Anson Mount. That you ever watch that TV show Hell on Wheels? That was the fucking shit, and so they're talking about he's gonna be in the Illuminati as well. So we'll see that. We'll see what happens there. It's exciting though, dude. So I got on live before you got on. So I got on this morning and I was starting my shit and I was talking about whatever I was talking. I heard my son wake up, so I was like, "All right, guys, let me take a break for something. Let me go check on my son." He wasn't really lay down, so I just turned everything off. I walked back in there, I had this big cup of coffee, and I was gonna sit on my bed while I just soothe him back to sleep. My bed's kind of cushy. I sit on the corner of my bed. The cushy bed bounces me back up, and my warm coffee goes on my head. Like, hey, while I'm sitting there, and it's just like, you mother. So I got this huge coffee mess. And so now my pad one braid smells like coffee. I can smell it from right here, right now. That's what brought up the story in my head. And that's what I was, oh my God. Been a hell of a day, man. Hell of a day. Already. I'm going to go back to sleep. Now wake up. Fuck it. So what you been up to, man? So how's your life been going? What's been going on with you, man?
What, Maggie? Well, here in the next week, I should hear about my house. That's been the ongoing thing.
What's going on with your house, man? Go ahead and we're switching over to Dr. Fields, bro. What's up? What's going on with your house, man?
Well, my house went into foreclosure and all that. I put it in a home savers application. They're reviewing that. The foreclosure went on hold for 30 days. I'll be hearing back about that. My ex-wife was trying to take the house from me because her lease is coming up, and her mom would have been able to give her the money to be able to save the house. It's just been ongoing bullshit. Dealing with shit with work. Things got better.
Are you still working and stuff? How's work going?
Oh, yeah, I've been working. It's just been a bunch of shit on top of a bunch of shit, a bunch of shit, a bunch of shit.
That's the way it always goes, my man. Shit. It's a constant struggle. Life ain't easy. All right, well, I'm sorry to hear about the ex-wife.
Yeah, but my mom's like, I don't know how you hold it all together. You've been through a lot.
Just keep swimming. What that woman Dory say? Just keep swimming. Doesn't matter.
I just keep trying to stay strong.
Well, you have to, man. You can't fucking sit there and rest on your fucking laurels and shit. And
can't just fall over and die either. You gotta keep pushing.
I'm telling you, man. Pain brings out comedy. Just that's what I was like when I was watching that day. I was like, dude, just fuck it. Don't be talking about like, especially when you're in that state. Like right now, you're a little bit better. But that day, I was like, dude, fuck this shit. Make jokes. Fuck, don't talk about this shit because all you're gonna do is maybe say something that could be used against you.
Pain does bring the comedy, but you gotta go through the pain first before you can find the comedy too.
Yeah, but yeah, I do like. What was I saying? Because like I have this thing planned. I have this thing coming up that we're kind of like a reunion for my little group of friends from like junior high and shit like that. And I'm disabled, so I'm calling it the first farewell tour, like Rolling Stones and shit. Not as in farewell, as in I'm gonna fucking die or kill myself. Like unfortunately, this is a fucking I got a life sentence, so you're probably gonna be seeing this ugly face for a long time, sitting right here doing this type of shit. But going out and about having parties and like meeting up with people, not anymore, not my thing. And my mom's like, just don't say that anymore. I was like, this isn't my farewell tour to you, Mom. This is a farewell tour to people that, we're friends, but I really have only seen them twice in the last 20 years. And so I'm no longer going to be worried about these people. Yeah, it was good to see you, but I'm going to, like, hey, it'd be good. But I'll no longer see you on Facebook and be like, oh, man, I wish we could hang out again. No, we're not friends like that. And I get that. And, my poor mom was taking this way. I was like, I have to own what I am and what I'm gonna be. Like I don't feel like I can hold on. It's all, and I took the analogy like if I was paralyzed or I couldn't feel my legs or I couldn't walk, would you be like, no son, you're gonna get better? Like, no, I can't live like that because I'm not gonna walk. I'm paralyzed. There's no hope for that at the moment. I mean, just sometimes like you guys, like I say those jokes and shit.
Well, I mean, that's where you got to rephrase it. It's the farewell tour to my old life.
And I thought it was rephrased the first farewell tour, just like the Rolling Stones. I'm gonna do more than one. And I told her, I was like, I'm hoping to get 10 farewell tours in before you leave this earth, Mom. Like shit, like that was, and I thought that was the whole rephrasing and trying to be funny. The first farewell tour, like, and I really don't like being censored. It really takes like when somebody like my ex-wife or my mom or someone tries to like censor me, like I don't want to be fucking censored. I got enough to deal with that shit with YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and shit. I don't want to deal with being censored at home or with my own personal jokes and shit like that.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Well, you got just stay up, man. You'll be all right. Fuck that shit.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Like, I mean, things will work. Things get better. I talked to my boss today. He's like, yeah, this is our third talk in the past 3 months, and everything's looking up and everything.
Good.
And he's like, because the person that caused me to have to take a step back, she's going ahead, and this is a girl I trained. And he's like, I don't know how you are with her, I don't know if you guys were talking. I said, I talk to her if I have to, with work, and I will do it. And, deals at work, that's fine. You know, I'm going to be there to work with them, whatever, but I don't talk to her outside of work. And he goes, you know, that's the mature thing. He said that that's what makes a great leader.
And I don't know if you know this, but if you become a great leader and kind of become the boss, then you get to have like you could might have sexual relations with even more people you work with because then you're the boss. No, I'm so joking, dude. I'm so joking.
Yeah, no.
I'm joking.
No, I know, it's all good. No, I mean, yeah, you know, which is, that's big steps, you know, towards, you know, my goals. And I told him, you know, said I had to make a change.
Right. That comes in everybody's life, man. Sometimes you gotta just.
And he sees that.
I'm doing like that, and everybody gets bogged down sometimes. Don't ever get worried about getting bogged down and shit. You'll get bogged down, but then you bounce back up. It's about what's that? Yeah, because dude, I just watched the first Batman, like the first Batman movie, like Batman Begins with Christian Bale. That's why I brought up how much I didn't really like him. But in that movie, Dad said, "You know what? We fall down to show how we can pick ourselves back up again." That's pretty good fucking advice from Thomas Wayne. I mean, if you gotta leave the mortal coil, I mean, you should shuffle off the mortal coil with that kind of advice for your son.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, man. Well, on that note, I think I'm gonna end it this morning, Josh.
All right, hey, it was
a good start. We'll get together after this and let me know when you're available, dude. We'll start the show or some shit. I know you're not an early morning guy. You got to work and shit like that, man. But I don't do shit. So let me know when you're available and we'll get something done.
For sure. Well, we're supposed to have some weather Saturday, so if I get caught off, if we don't have to go on Saturday, we can do a nice little podcast Saturday evening or Sunday, and then if not, we'll try to work it in for Monday.
All right, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. What's up?
You know, I'll let you know. If not, if we don't do anything Sunday, we could always work something in for Monday. You know, it's just things just been bad.
And you're good, man. That's what I'm saying. We'll figure it all out. We'll just figure out we'll figure out a timing because I'm always here, bro. My only problem is that with my son and shit, I have to schedule stuff because I either have to get somebody to watch him or my girl to watch him, or I get him when he's like laying down and shit. That's why my time frames are very specific. But if you give me a time or give me a time to show up, dude, I'll get it set up and get it worked around.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't been trying to blow you off or anything. You know, it's just
no apologies, no Vaseline, bro. I'm good. I'm gonna keep I keep swimming, bro. No matter what, I'm always here, man. That's what I'm saying, man. We got to get you on that StreamYard though, so we make this shit even easier. We can be on TikTok and StreamYard and have like a double thing going, man. Because I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and I'm on here on TikTok with you live right now. So if I can get you on the streamer shit, we could be doing both.
Right. That's what we gotta do.
All right, man. You be safe, man.
Yeah, you too, man.
Later, dude. Boom, 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 boom. How do I do all this shit? Where's it at? This thing too?
I'll end you.
All right, man. Oh, wait. Here we go. Boom, boom. All right, guys. This has been Freaking Out with Fat Keenan. It's been a Friday morning. We had our coffee. We had a visitor. We get the pair one break going. We talked some nerdy shit. We talked some Dr. Phil shit. We talked our favorite shows on our streaming platforms right now. Remember, we talked Bel Air. We talked Pam and Tommy. We talked Joe versus Carol. We talked to our homeboy Josh. He's up there in where's he in? I think he's in Ohio. I'm not for sure. I forget. We talked to Josh though, and then we spoke about some of our nerdy things. We talked about the new Batman show. So remember, like, share, and subscribe. You could tap, as many likes as you want to. You pity me yet? No, I'm joking, man. Y'all have a great morning. Glad to see you all out here. Boom, 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 boom. Thanks for tuning in. Freaking out.